Hello everyone, welcome to another Redstone video. Today I'll be talking about sorting systems slash hoppers. To start with their general flow and how they prioritize things. So a hopper will always prioritize its own first slot rather than going for an item that's already in here. As you can see, I have put cherry saplings and a bunch of anvils in here. And there's a bunch of anvils in this one. If I remove one slot, you can see it'll start doing that. If I take this out, it's like half a stack out, only after it's done with those cherry saplings, it will start taking from the anvils. It won't see, oh, hey, I have this many items already. Let me just fill that up first. It will always prioritize its first slot. Then if I put a bunch of anvils in there, you can also see that it flows right through here, filling up the item hopper. And as you can see, once again, it prioritizes filling its first slot before moving on to the second one and filling this one up. So yeah, that's if it'll just, it's run out of anvils. Hold on, there we go. And after it's filled both of these up, then it'll move on to this chest. If we just see it being done, you can see, oh, that was all of them. Anyway, then it would start filling up the second chest up here. So it's the bottom first, then the one above that. Something that is very handy about hoppers, and that's also used for sorting systems, is locking them. Basically, if you have a powered hopper, so if you power it directly or through redstone dust or a block, whatever, as long as it is powered, it will be locked. That will put its status, if you go F3, to enabled equals false. Just nothing will flow through. As you can see, there's a bunch of anvils in the top chest. Nothing is going through to the bottom chest. Meanwhile, if I were to put anvils in this one, they would end up in the second one because this one is unlocked and enabled is set to true. So that is the basic system on how locking them works. And how that is used in sorting systems is this way. If we look here, you can see that I have, oh, that is the sign. I have 41 items in the hopper, 41 anvils, sorry, with 4 of the other slots covered with filter blocks. This is in order to prevent any other things from running into that hopper anyway, because they can still be picked up. And here that it'll block anything coming through. And the way we block it is by using that priority system and locking it. So here only anvils will come through because of the fact that as soon as it is 41 items in this slot, it will lock the hopper under it, which means that the hopper under it is no longer pulling items from the top one. And you do that by taking a comparator, which I've already made a video about. Should link that there in the corner of your screen. It basically compares it takes the amount of items inside of the hopper and sends a signal corresponding to it as soon as it hits 42 items, or 42 anvils in this case, in that first slot, because the rest is blocked and nothing will get up there, because these are renamed items and nothing else should have that same name coming through. Because it's 41, it doesn't give enough of a signal strength for it to become unlocked, because we have a wonderful line of redstone dust that powers this block, which the end of which the repeater sends the signal through into the redstone torch. The redstone torch is usually powering this block and then powering the hopper, locking it. But as soon as a signal comes through, the torch is unpowered, and the hopper is unlocked, letting these anvils pass through up until the signal strength is too weak again. And everything else will not be able to get through, so they end up in an output chest. Then we've got the wonderful multiple things, because you can just keep copying these next to each other without having a problem of the interconnectivity. That doesn't matter. It'll just keep powering only this way, and it'll only unlock one of these. Otherwise, you'd have the problem of them becoming unlocked and letting filter items through. You don't want that, but that's not an issue, luckily. So yeah, it can't really do anything. So this, for example, I have cherry blossoms, amethyst clusters, and lily pads. If I were to put a stack of cherry saplings in there, you can see that it's filling up, and it keeps ticking from 2 to 42 to 41, and you can see that it's that only this torch is depowered, and only this redstone dust is flickering back and forth between having enough of a signal strength and not having enough. And of course, there are way many more versions of sorting systems, stuff like that. There's shulker loaders, all of that wonderful stuff. But this was just the basics, and I might make a video on that some other time. But I hope you learned something, enjoyed, etc. Thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.